Hi, Blake with Boulevard Home, and today I'm standing in front of one of my favorite wash machines on the market, the Electrolux set. If you watch my other videos, you know I'm a big fan. But today, I have to give you some troubling news. And it's actually not with the machine. It has to do with the design of the machine and what somebody washed in the machine and what it does to the machine. If you've watched my other videos, I've talked about this before, but I didn't have photographic evidence in this case because if I'd have been trying to take a video, it'd have been pretty hard because I was getting pretty frustrated by the time I was done with this job. I'm gonna tell you for sure. But where I've said before, don't wash rubber-backed rugs or anything rubber-backed that's falling apart. And you all know what I mean about that. When you pick them up and the rubber's peeling off it, yeah, we've all done that. You just sweep it up, say, oh, this rug's still good, let me put it back down. After a while, what happens is that rubber starts breaking down and people decide, well, I'm gonna wash said rug in my wash machine. In a front load machine on top of that. And a machine that spins at 1300 RPMs on top of that. Then I get a phone call saying, my wash machine's full of water, can't get it out. Tragedy is struck because it's no longer working. Get out to the house, full of water. Put my vacuum on the end of it to suck that water out, so I'm not messing with water, I'm not dumping water everywhere. It's not sucking very well. My vacuum's working, but no water's coming out. Oh, I'm in trouble. Wonder what's in this one. This is the bad thing about Electrolux or any manufacturer that doesn't have a drain that's really accessible. Well, they get plugged up on the inside of the machine. Even if you have a trap where stuff is accessible in there, you still have problems with it. So finally have to undo what's called the pressure switch so I get the door to release and get in there, vacuum all the water out. And so I'm vacuuming the water out of the tub and I see remnants of rubber backing on a rug. And I'm like, oh no, it can't be. It can't be, I'm gonna be late the rest of the day if I have this situation, and I was late the rest of the day. Were you washing some rugs in your wash machine? Oh, well, yeah, that's the last load I did. I didn't show this face to the customer. I was like, oh, okay, great. But in my brain, I'm going, really? Tear the machine apart, take it apart, and check out the pictures. You have this one, and you have this one, and then you have this one. This is the trap that's built inside the machine where it comes down out of the machine into the drain pump itself. Now, this is completely filled with rubber. It's unbelievable. It's like mounding over top of it. I was kind of in disbelief, kind of took a couple pictures of like, wow, this one's a really good one. I haven't seen one this bad in a long time. Took it all out, looked up inside the machine, and it was just as bad inside the machine. So the last picture you saw, that's the one where you kind of see the pile sitting there. That's because I took the heater out of the back of the unit and pulled all that rubber backing out of the machine. This had clogged it so bad that basically inside the trap, it was like a cork. It was like a compressed cork from all the suction. And I literally had to take a screwdriver and break up all these chunks of rubber to get it out of this trap. I have to approach the customer and say, well, this is what happened. It might clog again, but I'm gonna get out everything I possibly can get out so it won't happen again. Well, how do I avoid this? Don't wash your rugs. I know it's kind of obvious, it's like, but I love this rug. I don't want to go spend money on this new rug. Well, then take it down to the laundromat and put money in that. That's not yours. When you see your rugs peeling apart like this, don't put them in your wash machine. Now, top load machines, you can kind of get away with it. Front load machines, Now, if you have one that has a clean out like I talked about earlier, you have the ability to basically take it, clean it out, run it some more times, flush it into there, and keep doing it over and over and over again, get the rest out. Now with Electrolux, that becomes more of an issue because at that point, we have to flush the system out. We have to connect it back up, put a vacuum on the end of it, have the vacuum running as we're dumping buckets of water into the tub to basically get the rest of it out of the machine. Because if we don't, it's definitely gonna clog back up again. And it's not picking on Electrolux, and it's not picking on anybody else that doesn't have a trap that you can remove. It has to do with washing your own clothes and knowing what you can wash. So the moral of the story is, if something is coming apart, doesn't matter if it's clothing. Rag quilts will do the same thing. People love to do rag quilts. I mean, all those little pieces come off. Dog hair, especially. All you dog lovers out there, cat lovers, you get these shedding dogs that shed everywhere. You say, oh, I'm gonna take this blanket, throw it in my wash machine. Well, kind of the same thing happens where you have the same problem. It boils down to the sheer volume of stuff that's coming apart all at once. If it's just a little bit of hair here and there, if your wife has long hair or you have long hair, I mean, of course, that's not going to affect it, but it's just the sheer volume all at once. Blankets with dog and cat hair on it all at once. Rugs that fall apart all at once. So you get the idea, and I'm not trying to beat the point, but that's basically the point. So if you have this type of machine that doesn't have a clean out that you can see, it's very easily clean outable. I'm not sure if that's even a word, but let's use that word. Clean outable, somebody can say, man, you're stupid. Yeah, I know. but what can I say? Be careful what you're washing in these machines. Look at your stuff. Big volumes of stuff coming off it, definitely get it off before you put it in the machine. Let the machine take care of the rest of it. That way you don't have problems with them clogging up. You're not gonna have to, the stress and the mess, that's the best way to put it, the stress and the mess, patent pending, of having to worry about cleaning that out and cleaning up the mess to get your wash machine working again. Just save yourself the hassle and don't do it to begin with. And that way you save yourself a lot of nightmares when it comes to having to do this, because when it's all said and done, I'm charging somebody $350 to spend my time to clean out a machine. That's a big hit to your pocketbook. You know, you could spend a lot less taking that to the laundromat, or you could just keep that money, spend it for something else, instead of having to pay me to come out and fix your machine. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it's been informative. I hope you've learned something, and I hope that you take advantage of this knowledge and use it in your life and pass it on to your friends and tell your friends, hey, watch Blake on Boulevard Home. You know, check out our videos on YouTube, and we'll see you again real soon.